YouTube. How are you? Friendly neighborhood crustacean. Swimming ever Toyo. I don't know what I don't know what kind of swim that was. But anyway, yes, I did put on makeup today, but I don't know if it all went bye-bye. So, I don't know why I always do that. I always point out stuff about my appearance. I guess maybe because I'm like self-conscious about it, and I don't realize that I'm self-conscious about it, and then I don't realize what I look like until I get on camera, and then I'm like, oh my. So, but yeah. And I don't really have money to go like buy makeup. I don't have money to go out and buy what necessary. Like right now I'm on food stamps, and I live under the generosity of my boyfriend's family and my parents. So, but yeah, Crustacean woke up today at 7:30, and at first I was like, my boyfriend woke me up at 7:30. I didn't need to wake up at 8 o'clock. Why he wake me up at 7:30? I didn't say that. I didn't say that, okay? Because I was all like, I need to be grateful for, sorry, I was getting tired. I need to be grateful for that he was willing to wake me up, and I need to show a happy attitude. So, no, this was a video, wasn't recorded on the same day as the others. I just really like this shirt. Anyway, so I was getting ready, and I was like, fine, it's 7:30. I go in the bathroom to do what must be done. And then I'm like, well, I'm in here. I might as well take a shower because I'm get back in the bed. Then I won't. Then I won't get up. I'll sleep farther than what I need to. So I'm gonna start because I thought my ride was gonna be here at 9 o'clock. Crustacean thought she had an hour and a half. No. From 7:30, I had 1 hour. So, I had my tablet down there doing a science lesson, and I also realized I hadn't made a video today. And I didn't make one yesterday. I tried to make one yesterday, but since I had so much video recorded on the phone, it wouldn't let me record anymore. Sad face. So, I'm getting ready. I'm in the shower, and I'm debating whether I'm going to blow dry the hair or I'm just going to do a wash, brush, and go. You can see what I did. Wash, brush, and go. Well, good thing. I'm getting ready, and at about 20 after 8, my ride calls me and says he's here, and I'm like, you weren't supposed to be here till 9 o'clock. And he says, well, they have it on my paper at 8:30 pickup. And I'm like, why? I don't have to be there until 10. I didn't have to be there till 10. So even a 9 o'clock pickup would have been too early. But I was like, okay, so I am rushing around because they've told me before that if I'm not out within 5 to 10 minutes, they'll leave because they have other people to pick up, which I'm like, okay, I understand. And if you haven't heard me talk about this before, what it is through my insurance and through I call it the food stamp office, but through community support or whatever, they provide transportation for me to get back and forth to my doctors. Now, it's very generous that they do this. I'm very grateful that they do this. I don't want to seem like an inappreciated, spoiled brat, you know. It's just, it frustrates me that they can't realize that this client doesn't have to be to her appointment until the time she has to be at her appointment. Not an hour early, not a half an hour early, at the time. So, the shirt was sliding down and I didn't want no nip slips, if you know what I mean. So, I told the guy, I said, well, they said I wouldn't, they'd pick me up at 9. And he said, well, it says 9, it says 8:30 on my paper. And I'm like, well, you got to give me a few minutes. And he was like, all right, well, I grabbed a banana and an apple. I didn't end up eating the apple, but I grabbed a banana. I grabbed my morning meds, shoes, socks, coat, all that jazz, and headed out the door. So I'm getting in the car. I hadn't done my breathing treatment this morning. I did it already, but I hadn't done it this morning. I was running out the door. So I was like, I'm going to have to go. I'm planning on going to see my therapist, my old therapist, because I want to talk to her about something. And I relate to her better than I do my new therapist. Maybe it's just a time thing, but it's just our personalities. I'm not sure, but I can't see this old therapist because my insurance won't pay. I changed states when I moved out of my parents' house and into my boyfriend's house about a year ago or more, and the old therapist place of business won't take the insurance I have right now. So I'm like, all right. And she was only going to be for a short time anyway, so I only really had her for another 6 months. So it was like, all right, from the time I left. So I was like, all right, fine, I'll just get a new one. So I wanted to go see the old one. I had a freebie visit to go see her, and she's super nice. She was super pregnant when I saw her today, but she was super nice. I really like her. Well, we talked about what we need to talk about, but I got there early, and nice enough, she was just at her office, and I was like, well, she doesn't have anything right now. Why don't we see if she can just see you now? And I'm like, that's nice. So she did, and I ended up getting home soon, about an hour earlier to half an hour earlier than what I planned. So, I mean, I guess it all worked out in the end, but the crustacean likes your sleep, and I don't know, maybe it's me being a little bit, my mother would call anal retentive. Anal, like your butt. Retentive, like you're paying attention. I don't know how your butt pays attention. I don't know. But anyway, anal retentive about stuff. And the fact that, I'm dropping the phone, that things have to go my way, or the highway. And they don't need to do that. You have to be flexible. I have to be flexible and understand that this company is providing me transportation out of the goodness of their heart and the goodness of the thing. They don't have to do this. They probably are getting paid by community service and stuff, but yet they don't have to do it. And it would be very difficult for me to get where I need to get without it. So I just have to be grateful for it. I got there safe. The driver was professional. He just was different. He was one of God's special creatures. And he drove safe for the most part. He didn't have any car problems, which is lovely. Because this one company I work with, I will only work with, is called Executive Coach. The other companies that they had was Around Town Taxi and Fast Time, and I wouldn't even let my dog ride with them. I mean, their drivers, I shouldn't say their company, but their drivers drove unsafe, drove unsafe, was not professional in their speech. One driver tried to hit on me. Like I told him, I have a boyfriend. He tried to hit on me. Their cars, like when last time I rode with one of them, they said that the tie rod was bad. And I'm like, oh, it's just like the wheel. I don't want to die going to the doctor's office. I'm going to die going to the doctor's office. Anybody see the irony in that? Oh. So, and I'm like, like, and the one guy, he was fiddling with his GPS, yes, fiddling with his GPS as he was parked like this way on an on-ramp to a freeway. That you'd go up the freeway, like up the ramp and get on the freeway. No, he was parked this way, and it was pouring down rain, like so bad that you had to have your window wipers on super fast, and you still couldn't see. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. We're gonna get hit, and it triggers my anxiety. So I got tired of it. I gave them enough chances, and they couldn't get it together, and there was times when their drivers had conflicts and stuff, and they couldn't provide me with transportation to get to the appointment without telling me that they didn't have proper transportation. So I'm done. I'm not working with them. I will only work with the executive coach. And if the executive coach can't do it, then I just have to make other arrangements. So, but yeah, I mean, I have to be grateful, for what I have and stuff like that. I was super anxious today. Maybe it was just me trying to, things not following exactly what I thought or what. But anxiety, go away. We don't want you here today. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. See you in the next one. Beep.